how the Trump plan is being turned into a tool of pressure, Solovyov's logic between war, business, and another Ukraine. In Vladimir Solovyov's late monologue, several key lines of contemporary Russian propaganda can be discerned around the figure of Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and the Trump plan, the legitimization of any peace initiatives on the Kremlin's terms, the economic justification for continuing the war, and the delegitimization of Ukrainian statehood. 1. If the US took the text, it's already American. Whitewashing the plan's origins, Solovyov begins by defending Witkoff and the peace plan itself. He takes the Ukrainian and European narrative. The plan was written in Moscow and expands on it. Even if the Russians did indeed propose the initial version, as soon as the Americans said, "Interesting, we'll consider it," and put the document on the table, the plan ceased to be Russian and became American. Thus, the very problem of the possible Russian origin of the agreement's architecture is erased. The important role is played not by the author, but by the one currently presenting the document to the world, the White House. This tactic simultaneously accomplishes two goals. 1. To deflect accusations that Moscow is allegedly hiding behind Trump. The plan is now officially American, and any talk of a Kremlin project is declared manipulation. 2. To normalize the idea that the mediator has the right to collect the wishes of the parties and transform them into a unified agenda, thereby legitimizing the inclusion of Russia's key demands, territory, NATO, army, in the text, as a natural result of negotiating practice. Referring to the experience of people who worked in negotiating groups, Solovyov explains, "The task of the experts is to package the agreed-upon text in such a way that the leader, in this case, Trump, accepts it." Against this backdrop, the published conversation between Witkoff and Ushakov is described not as a violation, but as the normal work of a mediator. Now about Witkoff. It's an amazing story. Let's assume this theoretically. They accuse the Russians of writing the plan, and now Witkoff is promoting this plan. This plan was written by Russia. They say this in Ukraine. The globalists in Europe say this, and so on. They explain it separately for the dumb and for the idiots. Yes, it's a Russian plan if they wrote it before the Americans said so. Oh, interesting. We'll look into it. But as soon as they looked at it and put it on the table, and they say, "We see it this way," this is no longer a Russian plan. This is a